Hey guys, GamerZach here and welcome to my top 10 PC action games to watch in 2017. Now, action games can be a vague category, but generally they hit hard and are a blast to play. Well, let's get ready to rumble and fight our way through these explosive titles. Also, not wanting to miss some interesting developments, there are a bunch of bonus games at the end, so be sure to watch all the way through. First up, we've got Agents of Mayhem by Volition. A new IP set in the Saints Row universe. Play as 3 agents as you hunt evil masterminds in this single-player open-world third-person action-adventure. Customize your agents and upgrade your HQ to unlock more mayhem-making means. This looks like an over-the-top action game, and switching between the 3 agents seems interesting. If you're a fan of Saints Row but looking for something different, then this could be for you. Next we have Crackdown III by Reagent Games, Sumo Digital and Cloudgine, a sandbox of mayhem and destruction. On a similar note, here you're cutting through gang-infested streets to dismantle a ruthless criminal empire as you upgrade your skills in a single-player campaign or in competitive multiplayer. Using the computational powers of the Microsoft Cloud, it allows a 100% destructible environment, even on systems that aren't so powerful. This is a game that's taking advantage of cloud computing in a way that seems to make sense, and like what I talked about in my What is Next Gen Gaming video, I'm excited to see if it really works the way they're promising, or will it be another SimCity scenario? We'll have to wait and see. Then we've got Tokyo 42 by SMAC Games. Calling itself a love child of Syndicate and GTA 1. Set in a futuristic Tokyo with a minimalist isometric art style, you play as an assassin who runs and guns and uses stealth to uncover a dark conspiracy. Buy a variety of weapons and tools in this open world as you play in single-player or competitive multiplayer. It seems skill-based and utilizes a set of simple mechanics to create dynamic gameplay. Seems fun but might end up being a little too simple, but we'll know more as development continues. Next up we have Mr. Shifty by Team Shifty, a teleporting Hotline Miami. Shift through bullets, master lightning-fast takedowns, and break into the world's most secure facilities in this fast-paced action game where one shot is enough to stop you. Explore levels in unconventional ways as you teleport through walls and use the layout to your advantage. It's a great execution of a simple idea that plays great. There is an open beta, so you can go check out how the game feels for yourself. And then we've got Absolver by Sloclap. Online melee action, a martial arts focused action RPG that merges single, co-op and multiplayer elements into the same campaign with PvP and PvE. Choose a combat style, weapon, and design your own combat deck to create your own personal attack flow. This looks like a cool fighting game that's sort of like Overgrowth, but it has received some criticism about being too slow and not exciting enough, though if you're a fan of meticulous skill-based combat, it should be for you. Next we've got Styx, Shards of Darkness by Cyanide. Stick to the shadows. Explore and master huge environments, experiment with a lethal array of weapons and abilities, and sneak your way alone or in co-op with a friend to assassinate enemies and bosses. Grappling hooks, traps, magic, and more are at your disposal as you traverse multi-layered levels. If you like stealth action in a fantasy world, or if you are a fan of the first game, then this seems like it'll be right up your alley. Then we have Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands by Ubisoft. Become a ghost against the cartel, an open-world third-person tactical shooter set in modern day as you play a member of the Ghosts, completing missions in a variety of ways. Attack at day or night, parachute, walk or drive, and use stealth or run and gun your way through enemies, going solo or in 4-player co-op. You can also build relations with the local NPCs along with upgrading and customizing gear. It's looking like a cool action game where you get to do things whatever way you deem appropriate, but it is a Ubisoft game, so I'd just double check that it's generally bug-free before buying one of their many editions available. Next up we've got Sniper Elite 4 by Rebellion Developments. Be a sniper in World War II. Welcome to Italy 1943, where you kill your targets from a distance or with shrapnel, melee, and stealth kills, and see the details with the X-ray killcam system. Play solo or co-op multiplayer in this third-person tactical shooter with stealth. The variety of killing techniques is cool, and the worlds look very pretty. If you're into this series, then this should be a step up from its predecessors. And then we have Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice by Ninja Theory. Play a Celtic warrior struggling with psychosis. Based on Celtic mythology and set in a savage Viking heartland, learn the story and struggles of Senua in this action hack and slash. It's an interesting concept and the visuals are impressive, though combat has been getting criticized for not being as good as it should be. We'll have to see how the game develops and if they manage to work out all the kinks before release. Finally, we've got For Honor by Ubisoft Montreal. Vikings, knights, and samurai fight in an endless war. Master the art of battle in melee combat with a variety of heroes and unique weapons, skills, and fighting styles in single player or multiplayer. Choosing from one of 3 factions, customize your hero and fight on the battlefield or in dual combat, as you help your faction compete for territory on the map. Combat feels like a mix between twitchy skill-based control and careful deliberate planning, which can be exhilarating as well as stressful. If that sounds like your type of thing, you should check this out. And now those bonus games that I mentioned. We've got Nidhogg 2, a dueling tug-of-war game. The first one was weird, now it's weirder. Dauntless, a co-op action RPG where you hunt giant monsters. Looks promising but might be a little lackluster and it's free to play. The Church in the Darkness, an action infiltration game set around a 1970s cult where the story changes on every playthrough. 9 Parchments, Magicka in the Trine universe. It might be good, but might also be too similar to Magicka. Aquanox Deep Descent, listed in a previous year, and it's kind of an action underwater simulation shooter. Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Martyr. At first reveal, it looked slow and clumsy. It's gotten better over the years, but it's still getting a lot of criticism. Might be awesome, or it might turn out to be severely lacking. Mordo, first-person melee medieval combat, much like For Honor and Chivalry. Although scheduled for a later 2017 release, I have a strong feeling that this will be delayed to 2018. As in early 2017, the website still states that they're in early development, plus there was supposed to be a Kickstarter last year, but that's been delayed to this year. Tekken 7, released in the arcade in 2015 but coming to PC in 2017. And finally Berserk and the Band of the Hawk, released in Japan on the PlayStation last year but coming to the West and PC in 2017. Now, most of these games should be releasing in 2017, but either way you should keep an eye on developments to see if these games will shake up the industry or be forgettable aftershocks. And to wrap up, here's something I'd like to know. How important are graphics and visual style to you in an action game? Do you need photorealism to get the adrenaline pumping, or is it all about gameplay? I'd love to know your perspective. Alright, that wraps up my top 10 PC action games to watch in 2017. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, drop me a like or share it with your friends. The support is always appreciated. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.